Good morning, guys.
Hey, Rodney, how are you,
Good
mate?
morning. Ari, Rodney, good morning.
Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Ari.
How are we? Good day, Paul.
Do what?
I just said hi and hello, Paul. Sorry.
Okay.
I figured I'd stop in and say hi. I always miss your live streams because I'm always driving, Rodney. I figured I'd drive and say hi. Why not? It's
Well,
probably
cool.
noisy.
Glad you did, brother. Glad you did.
Sorry if it's too noisy.
That's all right. I'm still kind of trying to get set up here, so. But in case you want to know, we are live.
Hi, world. So you have a nice,
So all those
nice
bad things.
Thanksgiving, Rodney?
Sorry?
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was wonderful.
That's good.
It was definitely a good turkey day. Hello, Dave Ennis. Good morning. Dave Ennis is in the chats.
Good
Ari,
morning.
how are you doing today, brother?
It's not too bad for an old guy, Rodney. You know, it's all quiet now. The kids have finished school for the year, and I can sort of wind back and get my life back.
Oh, cool. Good deal.
I think so.
Yep.
Finish school. It's so weird to hear that. It didn't just coming up
Yeah,
on
it is.
December.
Well,
The college.
yeah, my youngest have just finished senior high school year, so they finish early, being seniors.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So they're off to college next year.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's good, man. Another 3 or 4 years, maybe they'll have moved out, and my wife and I will have our life back.
Hey, good morning, Sonia.
Hey, Sonia, I haven't got the chat up yet. I'm just working on that.
So, Paul, when you gonna get a haircut?
Yeah, that's a good question. The wife keeps asking me that. I shaved for her.
Oh, well, I'm glad you shaved.
It's a start.
We all know what I say when I get asked, when am I cutting my hair, don't you? I go, I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, Dave Ennis, I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing well too. I'll put that up.
Oh, Dave's got a Tweety avatar.
Yeah,
His mom would like that.
Tweety bird.
She's a big Tweety head. My wife's got a Tweety tattoo. She likes Tweety so much.
Cool. Hey, Michael Blade, good morning again. Steve Essex, good morning. Happy holidays to you too, sir. So, where are you off to, stuffed bum?
Oh, yeah, I'm still stuffed. I was home yesterday. To the Hamptons as usual. They got me 2-hour drive away, heading out to the Hamptons, East Hampton today. A lot of work ahead of me.
Oh, okay. Are you installing or are you just delivering still?
I got 3 big installations and then a bunch of deliveries on top of that. So we got a long day ahead. We got 285-inch and 186-inch TV to hang. Wow. And I'm just dreading that they're over fireplaces up high. So that's the worst.
Well, that wouldn't be too cool.
No, not
and
at
they'll
all.
probably have fires going in it too.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but it's just a matter of lifting it up that high. Sometimes it's just a pain.
Oh, I bet.
Bet. My days are numbered for this. I don't think I could keep doing this that much longer. The TVs keep getting bigger. You know?
Yeah.
Some of them are upwards of 200 some odd pounds.
Well, Michael Blade said he's installing a kitchen floor today.
Wow. I dread that too. Hands and knees work.
Yeah. Good morning, Christopher C.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm just waiting on Brian. He's running late today.
Oh, is he?
And
Well, let's make room for Mr. Carroll here.
hey, Peter.
Good morning, everyone.
Good day. Good day. Good day.
Good morning or good night, whatever the case may be.
I think it's good night for you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
It's right around 10, maybe.
11:30 here.
Oh, that's right. You're
Yeah.
in a different time zone than Ari is.
Yeah, he's an hour earlier. Yeah.
We don't do daylight idiocy time here.
So it's 10:33 in Brisbane. My world clock told me so.
That's correct.
PM.
Yep.
Yeah, PM.
Yeah.
It's
So weird.
almost Saturday o'clock.
Yep.
What is today? Today's Friday, right? Black Friday.
Yeah, Black Friday.
Yeah.
That's right. It's almost sort of like toasty charcoal Saturday for Peter and I.
Oh, nice cup there, Paul. Nice cup.
Oh yeah. There you go. Got to have the standard Rodney Bell cup.
I'm waiting
It
for
is a
mine
nice
to
cup.
be delivered. I'm waiting for mine to be delivered by my children, full of a hot beverage. I notice that some people get a white one and other people get a black one. Robbie, is there a hidden message in there?
Huh?
No, it's
Try to wake you up. So
yeah, it's whatever materials Tiff has. She makes. I told her once that I preferred black, but if she had to use white, it was okay. So, Ron Lockwood, good morning, brother. Hope you're feeling better.
Hey, Ron.
I sent you a link in the messenger, Ron. If you feel up to coming on, we'd love to have you. But if you're not feeling up to it, we understand.
Yeah. Good morning, Ron. Hope you're feeling better.
So, has anybody heard about Kelly Green? I come down with COVID.
Who did?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Kelly Green.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I heard the same thing. I don't know where I heard it or how I heard it.
Yeah, I think I heard somewhere earlier that he's sort of back to about 70% wellness. So
Well, good.
getting better. Yeah.
Good.
I just wanted to stop in and say hi and hope you all have a wonderful upcoming weekend. And I'm off to work, man. So
All right, Paul. Thanks for popping in, brother. And you,
thanks for having me, buddy.
and,
Take care, guys.
you and Brian be safe today.
Hi, Paul.
Catch you later, buddy.
You didn't leave. Take care, guys.
So,
Yeah. Even Dennis Lovelady's joined us now too. So, and SJM.
yeah, he.
Oops. Sorry, guys, I'm a bit distracted and you can hear all the chiming going off. I made the mistake of posting online about 2 minutes before you started, Rodney, and I said something along the lines of the smart controller is a buggy, hot mess, and I'm now being taken to task for that.
You've upset a few people, have you?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
All right, Dennis, no problems, brother.
Sorry, Rodney, but I'm not using the official cup at the moment.
Oh, well, that's okay. As you can see, neither am I.
Okay.
I am using the Grumpy Vlogger cup, though. So, what'd you guys do today?
I didn't do much at all. I was on the joined Gary at Brad Ariels on his live stream this morning.
Oh yeah.
He does one. He started doing one now before Ken Heron. Starts about 10 a.m. here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it's on there for an hour and a half or so. Yeah.
You know, I didn't realize that he was. I'd forgotten that he comes on before Ken Heron, and I had jumped onto another live stream. So Wendell Live did a live stream yesterday, and I jumped onto that one. If I'd known Gary was doing one, I would have jumped on his because he just started doing his. I think this is like his third one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It was number 3 today. Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
SJM Drones. Hello, Steve. So anybody hear from Matt North lately?
I spoke to him yesterday or the day before. He's obviously down in South Australia with his parents, and he's taken his daughter with him, and they're having a great time doing the family thing.
Oh, cool! I forgot he was on vacation. Yeah. Do you guys call it holiday like the Brits do?
Yeah.
It's been pretty hot down there. It's been sort of high 30s, and I think it's going to be up in 40 or so tomorrow down over there in Adelaide. Yeah, so.
No, 40 don't sound very hot to me. Oh, yeah, you guys are in centigrade. Never mind.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. Wait for it. Okay, Google, convert 40 degrees centigrade to Fahrenheit.
Be over the 100.
Celsius is 104 degrees Fahrenheit.
104.
Wow, that is hot. There you go.
Thank you, Phil. I knew I didn't kill my brother for a reason.
That's funny, Ari. My Google in the other room answered as well.
You know what? I wonder. I've got to try this. I don't know if it's going to work. But I believe I'm not going to worry about it right now. I have that Alexa app on my Android phone, and it's supposed to work just like Alexa does. Supposed to be able to ask it a question. But I'm not going to try it because it'll take me a couple of minutes to remember what the password was. I tell you what, because I've probably changed it 10 times since the last time I was on it.
I have to admit that I've reached the point in my life where I have an encrypted text file where I keep all of my passwords, Rodney.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. The problem is I have to be able to distinguish between my work passwords and my personal passwords. And my work passwords are ungodly long.
Yeah, I have a formula I use, which usually involves a year split, half of the year before the password, half after, and the name of an obscure piece of electronics equipment or a component that I've used in my life, and then a name. So, that leads to 20-character long words. But I can generally remember them if I go through my formula, hopefully.
Yeah, I've got all my passwords on the iPad in a spreadsheet that's sort of, password protected or face recognition protected.
So Dennis says he's got to step away to make coffee. We're roughing it in this 2016 house.
Okay.
No, Steve, I haven't seen Mikey's channel lately, and I haven't been getting any notices, and maybe that's why.
I was going to bring that up, actually, Rodney.
Yeah, he does have a big issue with the FAA.
Old Mikey is facing $184,000 worth of fines.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
And, I really think that it's a bit beyond the pale. I mean, It's been going down for a while now. Apparently, a couple of notables knew and kept it quiet, and it came out a couple of days ago on Ken Dobo's channel.
Yeah,
Heard about it?
I haven't. I heard about the video that Ken did, and I haven't gone to see it yet. And that's one of the things I wanted to do yesterday, but you know how you get on a holiday, people, you get distracted. So I'm going to try and do it this morning.
Well, what's happening is essentially, and I think it was prompted by complaints by somebody within the community, but the FAA, excuse me, went through all of his videos and basically they picked faults with every single one of his live streams, flying in fog, flying in rain, flying recklessly, etc., and they fined him $1,500 for each infraction, totaling, I think, I've heard a couple of figures, but north of $180,000.
Wow.
And I think here in Australia, mate, we'd call that bastardization. You know, FAA is like our CASA. They're supposed to be about safety. And yeah, sure, a lot of what Mike was doing might not have been totally au fait with the regulations, but you got to ask yourself the question: is what he does dangerous? And I don't think it is. I don't think that they need to crucify him like that.
Well, I think they're probably going to try and use him as an example.
Yeah, exactly like they tried with Bruce Exjet in New Zealand. And look, if they found him guilty on one count and fined him the $1,500, I think that would be more than reasonable. But you know, I think the community within the USA need to be watching this. Especially, the other thing was they treated him on a par with a Part 107 because his channel is monetized. Well, I don't know if people have been watching, but last week, Google redid their terms of use, and it's now going to be the case that they will be putting ads in every and any video that they wish, even people who aren't monetized. Now that opens up a problem in that I'm pretty sure it's the same in the US. Out here, if anybody is making money off your work in any way, not just you, anybody, you need a commercial certification. So under the letter of the law, if YouTube goes ahead with that, you may need a Part 107 in the US just to put up a video for fun.
Huh. Well, Dennis brings up a good point, I think. He says that usually in the U.S., fines aren't set until after a court appearance. So unless he's gone to court already, I have to agree with Dennis. I don't see how they can do that.
It's the same there as it is here. Here in Australia, CASA, our regulatory body, is the only body in the country outside of the police who have the right to enforce and for themselves and to place penalties. And FAA is the same in the United States. He does have until December 5th to make a submission, but the submission has to be made to the FAA. I believe if he wants to challenge it, he can take it to the courts, but the lawyers have quoted him a bill of $50,000 plus to challenge. And, you know, the comment that I think it was Dennis made about how can beat up on the newcomers. Don't get me wrong, Dennis. I'm not condoning what Mike did. I've had private conversations with Mike that, you know, I felt that he was pushing it, that eventually they would come hunting for him. But is the public interest served in crucifying a pensioner who turned to drones to get his life back on track? I don't think that's in the public interest. Were I in the States, I'd be contacting the FAA, and I'd be contacting my local member of government and telling them that they're not following my wishes or looking out for my best interests in doing so. I do agree that he was out of line, and some sort of penalty might have been in keeping, but not that. That's not about safety. That's about compliance. You will comply, and you will be crucified.
Well, I don't, you know, like I said, I don't understand everything that's happened to him. I mean, I hate to see anybody in this that flies a drone get slammed by the FAA, but hey, if you're guilty, you're guilty, you know. I'm not saying Michael is. I'm not saying that, but like you, some of his flights were kind of questionable.
Mhm.
But and that's being honest. But you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's sad to hear. It's sad to hear, and you know, I really feel for the guy because
Yeah,
Seems
also,
to-
they've
Sorry,
been
Peter, go ahead.
also they've been warning him for a long time, and he's obviously just ignored the
Apparently.
warning. So maybe if he first couple of warnings he got, he's, perhaps he has to rethink what he does. Maybe do it some other way, or
Yeah, I think he's not going to live stream anymore. And I do believe that they only pinged him on his live streams because it's very, very hard for them to prove with an uploaded, edited video that who is actually in control of the aircraft and whether any rules were actually breached.
Yeah.
You know, it just seems to me there's an awful lot of law being applied here, but very little justice. When I'm sure it's the same in the States as it is here in Australia. You see people guilty of far, far worse crimes that actually cause a lot of harm to people, and they get off with a far smaller penalty. Here we've got Mikey who flies his drone, never more than £1, and sometimes a little 250 grand mini around the metropolitan area in Philadelphia, and for that he's going to be crucified.
yeah. Well, I guess according to Steve, they only need to register in the UK, and starting next year, the new EASA, I guess that's the same thing as the FAA and CSA, rules all can fly for profit, subject to
Take care,
having
Dave.
insurance.
I should say. Take care, Dave.
Now that would be good.
Yeah, we're lucky here in Australia like that, Rodney. We have an intermediate license in between recreational and full commercial, like I've got, which is called the excluded class. And in that, it's a bit higher of an exam than standard recreational, but that allows you to fly for money, provided that your drone is under 2 kilos, and you don't get any exemption from any of the rules, unlike, you know, a REPL or a Part 107 can get exemptions. You can't. But, you know, all three of my kids have passed that license within the last month.
Yeah. Well, I know there here the past year or so, there's been a lot of controversy about FAA rules pertaining to drones here in the States. So,
And I think it's all around the world, Rodney.
yeah, probably so. So, but anyway,
I think Michael's doing a live stream tomorrow morning. I think around about 10 o'clock-ish. I think our time to explain what's going on.
I believe so.
who is
Yeah.
Mikey.
Yeah.
Around when? 10 o'clock today?
Our time, yeah.
Yeah, 10 o'clock
In-
our
in-
time.
In just less than 12 hours.
Oh, 10 o'clock tonight in my time.
10:05 a.m. Peter's time, 9:05 a.m. my time.
Probably
Gotcha.
6 p.m. or so, Rodney's time, probably.
Let me get my world clock out.
Now we've started. Good morning, Ray Kelly.
Ray Kelly.
Hey,
Morning, Ray.
Captain Ray Kelly. Hello.
He was
Hey,
on
Ron,
this morning.
wonderful to see you, my friend. I
Okay.
spoke the day before yesterday, Ron. He informed me that you weren't the best. I'm glad to see you're up and still with us.
Who's that?
Ron.
Oh, Ron Lockwood. Yeah. Yeah. He texted me yesterday and he said he was doing better. And I'm glad he is, Ron. I'm glad you're doing better, brother. And I sent him an invite, but he sent back, or he said in the chats that he's still coughing a lot. So he didn't want to get on here and be interrupting us, with his coughing. So
I'm
That's
just glad.
probably a good thing.
I mean, you know, Ron's very fit and active, and we know that in the overall scheme of things, he's the kind of person you would expect to be okay with the virus. But then you hear about all of these cases who don't do as expected, so you've got a little worry. I'm glad he's doing okay. Yes, sorry about that, JD. I've got this bit of baby elastic in my beard, and as it's getting longer, buddy, I'm going to have to put more in there soon.
Yeah, that's the problem with this virus. It sort of affects everyone differently. You know, we can have one person who's fit who can, you know, get over it pretty quickly, and someone who's similar fitness, and they can have trouble for months.
Yep, it's just no hard and fast rule, is it?
No.
Hey, good morning, Place It Here. That's Ken Hoffbauer. He's on his other channel, in case you don't know.
Okay.
So, well, I'm not planning on doing much. I do need to go to Walmart and buy some needles for my insulin. I got to submit my prescription to Express Scripts so I can get it. I wish they'd put that on automatic refill, because I always forget until it's too late.
I'm glad I don't have to go down that route, at least not yet, Rodney. They got me on tablets for diabetes, but I'm not bad enough yet that I need insulin.
Well, I was taking medicines, you know, other than insulin, but once they put me on insulin, I had to give myself shots, and I take two types. I take a long acting and a short acting. So
Nova Rapid, that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm not on that. I don't, but of course I do have the other issue. I've got some of you know, I've got an autoimmune disorder on top of everything else.
oh wow.
I have to have regular injections to suppress my immune system, so my body doesn't kill me. And they moved me over earlier on in the year. I used to have to go up to the hospital. They take all these blood tests and give me the jab. And earlier on in the year, they said, "Oh, you know, you had your combat medic certificate, didn't you?" I said, "Yeah." "Oh, well, we'll run you through our course and you can give your own injections." Okay, cool. Of course, now my kids fight every 2 weeks to see whose turn it is to give me the injection.
Yeah, it's I get tired of poking myself in the arm with those needles. One of these days, I'm going to slip and break one of those needles in.
Oh yeah, what was his name? The rich recluse tycoon, and when Howard Hughes, when they did the autopsy, they found about 50 broken off needles under his skin. Oh.
Yeah, I had something I wanted to say and I forgot what it was now. Geez, you know, that's beginning to happen more and more often.
It's that terrible Alka-Seltzer's disease, Rodney.
Yeah, it must be. Oh, I know what it was. I wanted to say good morning to Sean, Mr. Crowley, and his drone. Also, I'm going to put the link in the chat. If anybody cares to join, please feel free to do so. There you go, folks.
Mr. Crowley, I might have to get a link where you get that prescription from.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow, Sean. That took me totally by surprise.
Oh, there's the question for you, Rodney.
Oh yeah.
SD, South Dakota, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mason.
Well, hey, Mason. Yeah, Ron. I'll try. I'll start making plans for it. You tell me a good date, and to come out there, and I'll try and plan for that particular time period. It won't be very long. It'll be maybe like 4 days over a weekend or something. But
Make sure you pass along the date, Rodney. They might open up our borders by then.
oh yeah, cool. And Dennis is back, guys, so we may resume talking bad about him. Oh, so
Speaking of Dennis, that reminds me of songbirds. I was enjoying listening to the birds in the background in your live stream this morning, Rodney.
yeah, those birds. It's even better in the springtime. But this morning, with it being so warm, it's almost like spring out there.
I was going to say a false spring. And I have to say that the photo that you've got as the backdrop here, I saw you posted on Facebook. That's a really great photo. That's worthy of a Matt North, that one.
Which one? The one that I'm using for the backdrop?
Yeah, with all the mist and the fog. I love that.
That was such an awesome day. I mean, the sunrise was it was awesome to begin with. But when I was coming down when I got this shot, and it's the best shot, best picture I've ever taken, except for the bridge in Oregon. I took a picture at night of a bridge in Oregon that turned out really well.
I have to say that I find that the best sequences and the best photos I get are, generally speaking, totally unplanned. And often I don't realize what I'm getting when I'm out there on the small screen. And then when I get home and download it onto the computer and get it up on the big screen, I go, oh, look at that.
Yeah. Good morning, Ray Kelly, Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger, and Johnny Drone Flyers in the house. Welcome to the chats. Glad you guys could make it. So, but yeah, that is a great shot.
Good night, JDS. Take it easy, buddy.
Yeah, good night, JDS.
All right, JDS, you have a good one, brother. Be safe today. Mason Kieser, good morning. Buying Space, good morning.
You're popular this morning, Rodney.
I am.
Which is never a bad thing, is it?
No, never. And I'm also I noticed that I'm also back up on my subscribers.
I don't look. I don't want to know.
I'm back at 941. Well, I haven't looked in 2 weeks. The last time I looked, I was at 938. So I was beginning to feel like I was regressing instead of going up. What did I say? Degressing. Declining.
Ron, we would make you so welcome. We'd love to have you over. But I actually have permission from she who must be obeyed, the Minister for War and Recreation, to make a trip to the States for spin up. I was thinking about this year, but obviously COVID had other plans. So you may see me over that way, assuming they let me into the country.
Oh man, that would be cool if you could come to spin up.
Instill a little bit of class.
Hey, look, I'm going to be there. They don't need any more class. I'm all the class they need.
Good warning, Ron.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love to make a trip to Australia. But I'm afraid that probably isn't going to happen as much as I want it. Unless, of course, I win the lotto.
Yeah, that's it. Same with us. Well, I hadn't planned, but I hadn't planned on going overseas again in the remainder of my life. Kids have a way of of taking up all your available resources. But over the last couple of years with health battles and whatnot, and I sort of wistfully said to Leanne, sort of the end of 2019, I'd love to get over to that spin up thing one of these years. And she said, well, why don't you actually start doing it and get ready to go? And then COVID came along.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was ready to go to spin up too. And then, like you said, COVID came along, and then my wife and I went to Oregon. So that kind of depleted the funds. So, I mean, I guess I had enough that I could have gone, but they were so close together that I couldn't have gotten the time off anyway.
I'd like to think I could come, and we're doing pretty well out here with the COVID situation, even down in Victoria where Peter is. I think they're getting up towards 30 plus days without an infection in the state, and we're at 70 plus, and they're talking about opening up the international borders by the middle of next year. So we could be in a place. I'm looking at the comment by Ron here. He's going to scare me in the four-wheeler like that. I don't scare, mate. And, you know, you haven't seen me shoot yet, so, you know, I've got to rethink that.
I'd love to do that, Mr. Crowley. Meet up in Massachusetts in the spring. That would be something.
Hey, Brent. First, he has to fit me into his four-wheeler.
Yeah, well.
He'd need a bigger one if you wanted to take Matt and I together. Matt and I, apart from the fact that I'm fair and Matt is dark, we are virtually same height, same build, same everything. You know, these 2 6'3" plus fat bastards.
Well, what about Peter?
I'm the same too, just a bit shorter.
I'd say so. So he would need a bigger and taller
with a trailer. Yep. Matt, Peter, and I, the three amigos. They are funny guys.
I wouldn't make it up any hills with all of us on board, I don't think.
Hey, buying space. If you, I know you like to get pictures. If you want this picture, text me in a messenger on Facebook, and I can send you the picture. She's taken pictures from both Dennis and I before, so she puts it to good use.
You got a question there from SJM, Rodney, second from the bottom.
Can I post a link to the news page? Reference Mickey? Sure. Yeah, I have no problem with that. Oh, I said Mickey, it's Mikey.
Yeah. For old Mikey, you know.
FAA fines filling. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I condone what he did, but he has my total 100% moral support, poor guy. And he must be going through hell.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. That's insane.
I think, you know, if he doesn't pay it, they're going to put him in the cell next to Julian Assange.
Oh boy.
Oh well, at least he'll be next door to an Australian, so it's not all bad.
Well, that's true. Well, hopefully it won't go that far. I mean, that's terrible. Hey, Curtis Dart, how you doing, brother?
Hi, Curtis. I didn't see you there, mate. Yeah, Curtis, we did. We saw it coming, but you've got to ask yourself: is this about safety or is this about just bloody-minded enforcement?
So,
Oh, Ron has sent you a pic, Rodney.
Oh, there we go.
yeah,
Don't look, only risk one eye.
yeah. Ron, did you want me to share that?
Randy Quaid? He's not in jail, is he?
Don't know.
Well, I don't know. I heard that he had some issues, legal issues, but I don't know that that he was. I didn't know he was in jail. All right, so let me share this picture that.
Now I'm going to speak for Art here.
I sure hope Art doesn't get mad at me for doing this.
Well, I will speak on Art's behalf here. You do realise that you're all going to hell for laughing at a disabled guy.
Yeah, but it's only because we love him.
Yeah, because that's what he'd say. Guess I'm going to hell. So look at the look on his face.
That's crazy. Oh, Buying Space says there are warrants out on them, but they are hiding in Canada.
They'll never find them. They're probably under Roger's floorboards. They call him the Dodge Father, don't they?
Yeah. Anyway,
have they checked at Brand Ariel's place? Maybe Gary's giving him asylum.
maybe. Brent Nunley says it was the 300-foot chop to his right. Oh, guys, we're being we can't be mean to it, but it's funny.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Of course we can. Yeah.
Anyway, Ron's just like cool, calm, and collected,
Mr. Crowley, I'm with you. Yeah, Rodney, pet the cat, you lousy bastard.
Tai, Buying Space. That's my cat's name.
Tai.
Tai. And that's the name she had when I saved her. So I didn't change it.
She's a rescue, is she, Rodney?
Yeah. In
No
fact,
wonder she liked her.
She was nine months old when I got her. And I was talking to one of the people at Petco, and they said that the Orange County shelter was going to put her down if nobody took her after that weekend, because she's blind in one eye and she's not good with kids. But it took 3 months for her to even cozy up to me. I'd had her for 3 months. I was sitting in my chair in front of my computer, and all of a sudden I felt something poking my arm. I looked down and she had reached up and put her paws on my arm. And then she let me pet her, and now she demands it.
They do. Yeah.
That she does, Buying Space. Buying Space, please forgive me. Your name's Myra, right? I believe that's your name.
Mr. Crowley, Sean, I get attached to animals. It's my relations die, and I go, oh well, guess I won't be seeing them at Christmas. One of my animals dies, I cry for a week.
Yeah. Okay. Myra Elaine. I have a hard time remembering names sometimes, so please forgive me.
I have a little link on my desktop, Rodney, that leads to a text file, and in it is the names of everybody opposing their YouTube channel. I don't have to refer to it as much anymore, but in the early days, I was often cheating. Oh, what's his name? You know,
Yeah.
come in, hi, Ari, and I go, hi, George.
Hello, Lori's Crochet Corner. How are you? She hasn't been on for a while. Hadn't seen you in a while, girl. How you doing?
Now, mine and Rodney's names are easy to remember anyway because they're written on the screen.
Yeah. and I was never sure how to pronounce your name, Ari.
Yeah, it happens.
I mean, is it a weird spelling of air?
Yeah, that's it. Well, I would tell people, you know, unless my name was Ed, it couldn't have less letters in it.
True. But
It's the only people who generally know it are Israelis and Greeks. It's a common name in Greece, apparently. I think it's a shortened version of Aristotle.
a shortened version.
Yeah.
The Freudian slip there.
Yeah. I'm not even going there, Rodney. We've got ladies in the channel.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
People will think that Australians are crass, crude, and unmannered, and we are, but we just don't like people to know that.
Well, you're on the wrong channel for that, brother. Because they're going to find it out here. Obviously. I mean, the only one that isn't been brash is Peter.
That's right. Yeah.
He's just been plain rude.
Thanks, Rodney.
just kidding, Peter.
Yeah, I know.
Ron, in this day and age, I understand that state is shortened chronically worldwide. Yeah, whenever Rodney's too harsh to me, Peter, I just appeal to a higher authority. Valerie?
She's not here. She's working. So you don't have any help today, brother.
Yeah, I'll just answer Curtis Dart's question. He wants to know what's the story with that bird on the tripod. That's a gift I got from a friend online friend in Canada, actually, or probably 15 years ago or so. It's actually a Canadian bird, I think, or a North American bird. It's a what do they call it? A cedar waxwing, I think it is. Yeah, so just thought I'd stick it on top of the tripod. Yeah, so
we should send them something back from Australia. That thing I sent you a picture of earlier, Rodney, we should send one of those to a few people in the States.
Let me see. I'm trying to. When did you send that in Messenger, right?
Yeah, I sent it in Messenger earlier on today.
Oh, yeah. Let me share this. Oh, I don't know if I can. Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to share that.
I might be able to bring it up here, Rodney. Yeah, just give me a second.
I don't want to get all the chats in there.
I can probably bring.
Oh, hang on.
This is another thing I got from Canada too. That's a copper-plated maple leaf from the same person.
I got it, Ari.
Okay, mate.
Hi to Outback Outlaw.
Check this out, everybody. And I'm going to put that at full screen. That is one huge spider. If
You
I
want to get the spiders there.
If I was to look up and see that spider, that size spider here on my wall right now, all you would see is a flash. Me leaving.
He's about the size of a dinner plate.
You don't get the big ones there, Ari.
Yeah, that's right. We had to get the small ones here, buddy. Actually, do you get the huntsman down that far, Peter?
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, they're endemic all up and down the East Coast, but the further south you go, the smaller they are.
Right.
We would rarely get one that big even here, but say 2/3 of that size. I have them in the house even now, and it's a bit of a live and let live situation because they keep all the bugs down. But when they get to a certain size, and as crazy as this sounds, this is true, I will walk up to them and point my finger in their face and say, buddy, the house isn't big enough for 2 of us, and tomorrow one of us is going to be out of Dodge. And every day I get up and they're gone. But any of you guys in the United States, if you get a package from Australia, you might want to think twice about opening that.
Hey, Outback Outlaw, hello, and Metro Drones, hello, welcome to the chat. So what kind of spider is that?
That's a huntsman. Rodney, they are distantly related to the tarantula family.
Oh, okay.
And they're related to the bird-eating spiders. They are mildly venomous.
Oh, wow. Good morning, Dean. How are you today? Mr. Miko Ghost, the old codgers in the house. I want to share that picture again.
I had a bit of an episode a few years back with one of those in the car. That's what gives you a bit of a fright.
Well, yeah, I imagine. I mean, I've seen tarantulas. We got tarantulas all over Oklahoma, but I've never seen them that big. I mean, that thing takes up almost 3/4 of the wall.
When they get that big, you say to them, get out of my house. And they look at you and they say, whose house?
Yeah, or make me.
Yeah, Sonia, I mean, I don't know. I know that you haven't got much in the way of snakes in Britain. I don't know how you're going for spiders.
Here's another picture. Had one in the car a few years back, and I was driving home from the supermarket, and I was just going around the left-hand corner, and dropped down from the roof onto the steering wheel or on the top of the dash in front of me. And I tried to knock it away, and in doing so, I gave the metal railing on the side of the road a bit of a nudge with the front left-hand corner of the car.
Oh, dear. Hi, Laurie.
You know who that is?
No, who's that?
That's me.
Oh, yeah.
There's more of you than there is now, Rodney.
Yes, I was quite a bit bigger then. In fact, that picture, that picture was taken in Philadelphia by Ron Lockwood. That's when me and Dennis Lovelady and Paul Davis, a.k.a. Drone Bum, and Ron and Jason McCauley went to Philadelphia to hook up with Mikey. And I'll show you another picture.
Oh, look at that handsome devil.
Yeah, and that's Mr. Lovelady right there. The singing droner is what I've started calling him.
Oh, that's it.
And
we need to have a drone flyers talent contest. Oh, there he is, the guy in the middle. He's the guy who pays the FAA operating bill next year.
So. Yeah, that was a fun time, and in a lot of ways, I have to blame Ron Lockwood for me having to go into the hospital. He forced me to eat 4 hot dogs.
That's right. I heard that story.
He forced me to eat 4 of them.
And from what I understand, there weren't any regular, normal, everyday hot dog either.
No, these were definitely one of a kind.
I'm sure you had to twist your arm up your back too.
Well, actually, they were pretty much. I don't know if you guys have heard me talk about Coney Islander in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They make the best chili dogs in the world, as far as I'm concerned. Well,
Okay,
there's a place in Philadelphia where Ron Lockwood grew up. It's called Harry's Famous Hot Dogs, and man, they are just as good. They're cooked differently. At least their buns are different, but they taste almost the same, and they were good. And then about a week and a half later, I was in the hospital.
I love hot dogs, but it's almost an unrequited love here in Australia, Rodney, because you'll go and they got hot dogs and you go, "Is that a pork sausage?" Yeah.
I guess Curtis starts leaving. Have a good one there, Curtis. You have a good day, brother. Uh-oh. He says COVID is on the rise there. Yeah, you definitely be safe, Curtis.
It's hard to get on top of it once it gets out like that. I mean, they've done pretty well here, but without trying to be in any way controversial, just stating facts. The kind of restrictions they had to put here on the population, I don't think anybody in the United States, regardless of what political affiliations they have, would put up with it. You'd have rioting in the streets if they nearly had rioting in Victoria with the restrictions they had down there.
Yeah, they had a few riots there at times, but it was good that the majority of the population sort of stuck to the rules, and that's what's allowed us, to get through it.
Yeah, I laughed, Peter, because during the height of the lockdown, everybody hated the Premier. They were calling him Chairman Dan and this sort of thing. And now that you're on top of it, they're asking him, is he thinking of running for Prime Minister?
Yeah.
People are so fickle.
Yeah, the sad thing about it all is, we were locked. We were told not to go anywhere, and that didn't really change my life at all. It was just as normal, just doing things as normal.
Take care, Laurie, and I'm very sorry to hear about that. My condolences.
Hey, Matt.
Oh, he's trouble.
Matt's in the house.
We'll let him in.
Remember what you said, Peter, that if he turned up, we were both leaving?
Yep. Okay. See you later, Rodney. Come
on. Look, just ignore him. He's not there.
Well, if he comes in.
Well, look, I don't have any complaints about how it was handled here in Queensland either, mate. We're not as good as WA, but we're 70 days without an infection. Yes, It was a bit of a restriction, but it's worth it.
Hey, Matt, welcome to the chat, brother. Hope you're doing well. Bugger
only new infections you're getting there now from the people coming in from overseas, aren't they? From what I've seen.
Yeah, they all get caught in quarantine. So
yeah, I think New South Wales is pretty much the same there too.
But the good news is, let's look at the positive side. Around the world, there's half a dozen really good vaccine candidates that are going to be with us probably from about early as March. So by the end of 2021, the world might be back on some sort of normal footing.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Vegemite on a hot dog, doesn't everybody, Ron? Man, here in Australia, we have Vegemite flavoured condoms.
That's just gross. I mean,
how would you know, Rodney?
Just the thought of it. I don't have to actually taste it. Don't have to actually taste. I mean, I know what Vegemite tastes like.
The problem is
what it tastes like on a. Never mind.
Yeah. People don't know how to eat. We had to laugh. As you know, we had he's back here at the moment, but we had Tom Hanks out here in the early part of 2019 doing that Elvis biopic, and he posted a big picture of himself on social media eating Vegemite, and he had this piece of bread, and he'd slathered it on there about a quarter of an inch thick, and the entire Australian population gave a collective gasp, and everybody replied to him telling him how he was doing it wrong. He's got this smile plastered on his face, trying to be friendly to the Australians. Oh, it's so wonderful. We know what he's feeling.
Mr. Crowley, you have a good day too, brother.
Take care, Mr. Crowley.
Be safe.
Yeah, Queensland scheduled to open their borders fairly soon again, aren't they?
Yeah, we've opened them as of today or yesterday, Peter, and it's good. As long as they keep on top of it. If things get away again, and I'm sure they will. I mean, look what happened in New Zealand. The New Zealand's probably the best country in the world for how they've coped, and they let the Indian cricket team in this week to play a test match, and 6 of the players have turned up positive, and closed circuit TV footage has shown that they've all been ignoring their quarantine and going out and partying.
Hey, you know who I haven't seen in the chat lately is Tim Jackson. Is he doing all right?
I spoke to him via Messenger a couple of days ago, and he told me that he's working a lot of hours, so that may be it. And just for your information, Dennis, they're doing an Elvis Presley biopic. They started filming it in early 2019, but it got postponed because Tom Hanks caught COVID, etc., and he's back here now. I believe Tom Hanks is playing Elvis's manager. You might know who that is, but I think it's slated for cinema release in early 2022.
Okay. Did the movie Greyhound play in Australia?
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
No.
Tom Hanks was in that one too. That's a pretty good movie. It's about it's based on a book written by C.S. Forrester.
Oh, I love C.S. Forrester.
Yeah, and the name of the book is The Good Shepherd, but and the movie is called Greyhound. But the captain of the ship, whose name is Greyhound, is a Forrest Sherman class DDG, and him, 2 British frigates, a Canadian frigate, and the 2 British frigates. It was actually a British frigate and a Polish frigate, and then a Canadian frigate.
I like a lot. He writes under 2 names. I'm trying to think of what the other name is. It could be Dudley Pope. He writes under 2 names anyway, depending on what period in history books are set in, but I love them all. Just to answer your question, Sonia, although they've been arguing about it for like 70 years, the truth is that Marmite was the original, and Australia copied it in the 1920s, 1930s, but with our own yeast extract, so it tastes slightly different, depending on where you come, even more or slightly less putrid.
Wow. Sorry. Well, at least you got back.
I think that Greyhound movie may be available on that Apple movie service. I think
it is. That's exactly what it's on, and I thought it was a good movie. So in fact, it inspired me to buy the book, to get the book off of Amazon for Kindle, and the book was well written. So
yeah, I'm definitely just making a note of it now. I want to watch it.
Yeah,
I highly recommend it. And I saw the making of it. You know, how they have these shows, the making of Greyhound, and Tom Hanks demanded that everything be as accurate as possible, down to the commands that they use and stuff like that. And I really think it was well done.
I've just queued it on Plex for download.
I don't think you regret it, man.
Yeah, I got a free subscription to that Apple Movies when I bought the iPad, so I must watch that.
I get free subscriptions to it as well with mine. But what annoys me, Peter, is that half of the stuff you've still got to pay for.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
when I got a free subscription to that Apple app too, Apple TV,
Yeah.
I was surprised. It just seems like you pay more for. They've got movies on there that they want to charge you $2.99 for that I can get free on Netflix or on Prime.
Well, you'd never tell that we got kids, Rodney, because I've got Netflix, Disney for The Mandalorian, and one other. Kids, you gotta love them.
Yeah. Well, I've got Roku. I use Roku, and I've got Netflix, Hulu. And Hulu is what we watch live TV on. And got Disney, Apple TV, CBS All Access. Tai, get out of there.
She's not using your rice bubbles as litter again, is she?
No, she hides in places she's not supposed to be hiding.
Do you know why? Because she's a cat.
Yeah, well, if she keeps that kind of stuff up, she might be
a rug.
A rug.
You'd never do it. You know that. I threaten to kill my cats at least once a week, but it never happens.
Yeah, I know it. I told my wife the other day, Tai, she was never an outdoor cat, but she's on the verge of becoming one. Drone worship cinematography. Good morning, Dan. How are you today, brother?
Good morning, Dan. Yeah, there's one show on that Apple TV that I want to watch, and that's it's a documentary. I think Ewan McGregor, the actor, and one of his mates, they're riding a couple of, I think, their prototype Harley Davidson electric motorbikes from the bottom of South America all the way up. I think they're going up to sort of LA or San Francisco or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So I started watching it, but I'll get back to it and watch the rest. Yeah. I don't know where they get to plug them in to charge them up along the way there, but they must have done it somehow.
Hang on, Dennis. I'll have a look for you.
Hey, Brent, that was funny.
There you go, Dennis. You should have a friend request there. I'm just catching up with my personal messages.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this one.
Well, thanks for having me and Rodney and giving me the heads up, because I've been a bit absent for the last month, and it was good to catch up with you.
Well, I'm glad you were able to make it, brother. And
yeah,
Pete,
I'm
glad you were able to come up. I'm sorry.
I feel bad. I already missed Gary earlier on this morning. I had promised, because he's on about 6 a.m. my time, and I told myself I was going to get up early, and then I forgot. Anyway, I'll catch him. I will do it. Probably because
it was on at 9 a.m. your time today. Yeah.
Peter, when you don't go to bed until sort of 4 to 5 a.m., that's pretty early morning for me, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody,
Dad, I understand exactly what you're saying there, brother. Well, wait a minute. Maybe we're not going to leave just yet.
Yes, we are.
Well, Ari and Peter are leaving, I guess.
Yeah, we are.
Scared them off, dude.
Oh, you're leaving, are you?
Nah, it's all right. We love a bit of class, and I can hear your mum in the background.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not Mum. That's Emmy.
Oh, hey Em, hit your dad for me.
She's on. Lucky she can't hear you. She doesn't need any excuses. Yeah.
At 12 a.m.
Yeah, well, it's not 12 a.m. there. It's like, I don't know, 9 o'clock there. 9 a.m.
Crazy person.
Huh? Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. How's everyone going?
Pretty good.
Yeah, good.
How about you?
We're good, man. Make sure you tell Em that, you know, my daughter wants to come over and do her hair and nails and everything sometime.
That's right. Yeah. That's it's been on the cards for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah. She just wants to get you in trouble. Help.
Hey, Matt,
Oh.
tell him I said hi.
Rodney says hello, Emmy.
Oh, hello.
Okay. I can't see the chat here. How you going, Pete? Haven't seen you for a long time, mate.
Yeah, I'm doing okay, thanks.
That's awesome, mate. How's that Victorian COVID poo going?
Oh, we're the best performing state in the country now.
Are you really?
South Australia's a new hotspot.
It is, and this is where I am. God's sake.
Right.
I can't get home. I'm stuck here.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, oh, really?
I can't get back into Queensland at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
There is a God.
Because I got the fly more pack, mate. So you better watch out. I'll make it. The border's closed still to Queensland. So
I know that.
So you're kind of stuck there, aren't you?
I am.
No, there
I'll
could
have
be
to go.
worse places to get stuck.
Well,
Oops, he's gone.
trying to
Oh, no,
work
there
out. Ooh,
Oh, oops.
You're
Sorry,
kicking him out.
I didn't kick him out.
ever the
I didn't
professional.
kick him out.
You're such a
When he
professional,
dropped
Rodney.
back in, I accidentally hit remove. So the second time I kicked him out.
Yeah, right. And I wasn't even saying anything controversial.
You don't have to.
I know.
That's my job.
You are, Matt, you are controversial.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm straight up. I'm straight up. I'm a nice person.
It looks like
Matt,
you're laying down to me or sitting down.
Matt is
Yeah,
only
I am.
controversial with certain people on Reddit when he posts his videos.
Oh, unbelievable. Yeah, hey. God damn it. Some people got nothing better to do, mate. Having a whinge about the title of my thumbnail, for God's sakes.
Yeah, you elitist, you putting a picture of a Mavic. No, it's a picture of a Spark. You got a picture of a Spark in your avatar, and somebody takes you to task for flexing.
Yeah. What a bragger. Ugh. Oh my God. Pathetic people on that Reddit, I tell you. They just troll it all day looking for something. And they must have been having it really. Hang.
Yeah, that's all I say to them is, back under your bridge, troll.
I was going to write, let's start from the beginning. Lay down on the couch. How was your childhood? God's sake, I tell you. I just wrote, don't worry, mate. One day you'll be able to afford one. And I didn't hear anything back then. I mean, that's what we do, though, eh? We just write what's there and everything, because, we're all in the same. We don't really, well, I don't anyway. I don't really post to people outside of the normal group of people that we deal with, because, everyone's got, well, a lot of people have got a couple of drones and they like to know which one you're flying. So, pop it up there. Why not? It's only in little letters too. It's only small writing. Well, that's enough.
Personally, I was totally shocked, because, your main shtick on social media is all revolving around your drone videos. The fact that you would put a picture of a drone in your avatar, I found to be utterly shocking.
It is. It's pathetic, isn't it? Wait till I put the Tiny Hawk picture up there. Woohoo! They're going to love that one.
DJI releasing a racing drone by the end of the year.
Who is?
Hey?
DJI releasing a racing drone by the end of the year, January at the latest. You didn't hear it from me.
Right, okay. Now, there's that other digital system out, isn't it?
Yes.
I'd like
Yeah.
to see a comparison between those two.
What system are you talking about, Matt?
Has Fact Shark got one?
Does Fat Shark have a racing drone?
No. I'm talking about the digital system.
Oh, I don't know. I know they make digital goggles or VR goggles.
Yeah, well, that's all analog. I thought they went into I thought they went into digital. Someone else has anyway. Whether it's Fat Shark or not, I don't know. But I'd like to see, for a change, that there's an alternative to a DJI product. You know, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
There are alternatives. Let's be fair about this, Matt. There are alternatives. It's just that nobody has managed to do it as well or better yet. I mean, even the Evo 2, which on paper should be a killer, it's fallen a bit flat.
Well, that's right too. And then when Brett Gizmo Drones from Victoria sent me his raw log file of his Evo 2, it was very, very different, extremely different to the Mavic 2, and an extremely flat profile. And to pull color out of it was quite difficult. You know, you had to really boost stuff up, and then it's so easy for that footage to look so fake. I really don't like that camera, to be honest. It's I don't know. There's something about it I really don't like about it. So I'll probably never get one.
Just comment to Brad there. Look, DJI always price their stuff in the upper echelons, but the thing is, there's a whole cadre of people out there who would just rather they'll pay that premium to go and pull it off the shelf and be up and flying in 10 minutes. And DJI know it.
That's dead right, mate. That's dead right. And not only that, you know, it's well, apart from the last few drones they've brought out, you know, the Mavic, the Air, and even the Mini, they've had a lot of problems with the drone just taking off and doing what it likes. With these firmware updates, seem to be fixing that sort of thing, but more recently than ever before with any of their other drones, they're having a few issues with them, I think. But whether that's to do with rushing them out or not, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why they need to rush them out. I mean,
Because you might spend your money with somebody else if they don't have theirs on the market.
That is correct. And the Mini, was it the Mini 2? Yeah, they leaked all the Mini 2 specs when the that other drone come out. What is it? Adrian's got one. Hubson Xeno Pro, I think it was.
Look, DJI treat their drones like bananas. They sell them green and they let them ripen out there on the vine.
Yeah, dead right.
That's a unique analogy.
Yeah, that's all well and good unless you're the one eating green bananas.
Exactly right. It always pays just to hold off for a while. Mm.
I'm one of those people talking about. You know, I've been radio control flying for 30 plus years. FAI.
I'll be building Dana in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I don't want to build anymore.
I'm impatient.
All right, Rodney.
I didn't get any of that from either of you.
We weren't talking to you.
I was just kind of being contrary.
Oh, controversial, Rodney. Come on.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'll tell you what.
Politics, are we?
I didn't mean anything by what I said, Ari, so don't take offense to it, man. But
No. I am lazy. I don't build anymore. It's same, you know, I'm a radio ham as well. I've been a qualified tech since I was 19. Started early. And other hams will say to me, why don't you home brew? Why don't you build your own? I don't want to build my own. I want to use the damn thing. I don't want to spend 3 months building it before I'm going to use it. Same with my drones. I've scratch built the aircraft before. I don't want to spend 6 months building it. I want to fly the damn thing.
Yeah, I've done that with fixed wing, you know, and it's glued this, glued that, and put the skin on the wings and all sorts of stuff, and gluing the. Hey,
Don't forget ironing it, man. You know, I've never ironed my clothes in my life. I
But-
think I've got married.
Let me ask you
Please.
guys a question. When you build something, don't you get any satisfaction in knowing that when you built something and you completed it and you went out and flew it for the first time?
no,
You got
no,
no
because I cracked.
satisfaction from that?
No, because everything I've built, I've crashed in the first 5 minutes. So-
that's what I was saying.
And when you crash something that was built by somebody else, it means you've got a scapegoat.
So
That's right.
basically what that means, Matt, is you're not any good at flying airplanes.
I'm terrible.
And the only reason why you're good at flying drones is because they practically do it themselves.
They do. I don't even touch those sticks, mate. I just set it on point of interest of everything that goes up. Well, that'll do.
Oh, you know one of those guys that uses lychee and pretends to be a real pilot, are you, mate?
Yeah, God, you hate those fellas, don't you?
Good morning, Mr. Hope.
Hey,
Oh,
Chris.
Morning, Rodney.
Hi, Chris.
Sorry,
Chris.
Peter, Matt.
Hey, Chris, how are you, mate? Saw the notification. Okay. I think I've got the chat going. I can't hear Chris at all. What's going on there?
I'm sorry, I can't hear y'all. It's chat.
There we go.
Oh, you can't hear us, Chris?
Hello.
Hey,
Mm,
Chris.
he's
Yeah,
got some
I can't hear
issues.
y'all.
Oh, he can't hear us. I can
No,
hear him.
We still love you, Chris, honest.
Hey, can you hear us now, Chris? I think he's frozen now.
He has. Now, he does look like Jack Frost with that beard, doesn't he? So, yeah, he's frozen.
It's weird being-
Hey, Gary, Brett Ariels. Good morning,
Maybe-
buddy.
I hope he can't hear me.
Hey, Gary, apologies,
I'll
buddy.
get let it catch up with the rest of the world.
Well,
Oh,
I just heard Chris, but the video's frozen.
yeah, oh, look, he's showing us his good side now.
Wouldn't say that actually. No.
No, well, has he got a good side? I'm not sure.
I don't.
Chris,
I haven't seen one. No.
Chris has got a good side. Nobody
Does he?
knows where it's at, but it's there.
I've got a sad for you, Matt.
I got a feeling it's only his personality.
Oh, that. Chris, if you're listening to this, man, you know we love you, brother.
Give it a minute to let it catch up with the rest.
Oh, okay.
You'll end this stream, Rodney, and he'll still be talking for half an hour.
That would be terrible.
That's why you're laughing, because it'd be so terrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is funny, but still terrible.
Mm. Poor Chris. He doesn't usually have problems, although he doesn't really join in his car, though, does he?
Not very often. He does, and sometimes he does really well, and sometimes he doesn't. And I guess this is one of the times that he doesn't.
Mm.
Hang in there, Chris.
So, Matt,
he must be at a red light.
I mentioned it to Rodney and the guys before you arrived. How do you feel about having YouTube ads in your videos, whether you want them or not?
I would have pain in the butt. No one sticks around for a 3-minute video anyway. They're not going to stick around for an ad.
No.
Know what I mean? God damn it.
No, they're liable to put them in the middle of your video.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they are.
bloody hell. That just sucks, mate. You know, that's just like, you know, Menulog and things like that, who just put restaurants' names in, and the restaurants really got no say in it. Or maybe not Menulog, but that travel one. They put motels in and all that sort of thing, and if you book through them, the hotel's got no say in it, and they can just if you book through them, then they've got to pay the travel joint bloody money. So they're not getting the full deal out of it, you know, and they can't do anything about it. It's a bloody highway robbery, mate. And it's the same with his YouTube videos. You know, you got no say in it or anything. You're not getting jack out of it.
Right.
What worries me about it, Matt, and I'm waiting for a call back from Mark Lewis, the head of drone enforcement. You know, this popped up with the trouble that Mikey's in, but I'm pretty sure it's the same in the US. You know, it's the same here. It's not you that has to be making money to need a commercial license. If anybody is making money out of your video in any way, you've got to have a commercial license. So therefore, if YouTube goes sticking ads in everybody's drone video, unless you've got a Part 107 or an REPL, technically you're in breach.
That's exactly right, mate. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, that's right. You can give your footage to someone, but if they're putting it on their ads or promos, yeah, it's your footage. That's for sure. Yep. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what they'd do with that. That'd be a pain in the butt, man. You could do it with the excluded. If you still had that excluded, you could still do that sort of thing, I guess. Hey, Emmy, the plane's crashing.
I realized.
Oh, you got it. Okay. Sorry, just flying into Brisbane. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
So, Chris, are you working today?
No, I'm off. Actually, I come to the doctor's office to do some blood work, and apparently they're closed today too.
Oh,
So
They don't want your blood, Chris.
that's fine. I'll come back Monday. I probably got COVID just pulling in the parking lot.
well,
Yeah, exactly right, mate.
Is Texas becoming a hot spot as well?
You know, if you listen to the news, local news out of Dallas, it's horrible. Here at home, I don't see it being that bad. I went to Walmart Wednesday, and not everybody's masked up. Probably 50-50, if I was guessing. It looked like.
Yeah, that's about the way it is here too.
They're not and Walmart's not enforcing it, which I don't know how you could enforce it, but they're not asking people to put a mask on.
Well, the Walmart we have here, they have a sign up says please wear a mask, and that's all it says. It doesn't say that, you know, it does mention the state rules and according to the CDC, please wear a mask, but they're not enforcing it.
That's kind of like enforcing no more than 10 people at a family Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And then you've got mayors and governors of states and cities that are, you know, you got one governor, I think it was Colorado, told Coloradans, you know, hey, don't travel this Thanksgiving, don't do. And then what's he do? He gets on a plane 10 minutes after he said it.
Well, you know, Rodney, since the beginning of time, it's always good to be the king.
Yeah, that's true.
One rule for us and one rule for them.
Right. And hello to everybody in the chat. I can't see the chat, so I'll just have to say a blanket hello. Hi, Emmy.
Hey, Emmy, Uncle Chris is here, Emmy.
Tell her I'll call her in a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Tell you what, Chris.
You and Adrian, y'all gonna hate me before it's all over with.
My kids are starting to feel discriminated against. They never get a call from Uncle Chris.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not true. I get a call from Uncle Chris every now and then.
That's because your daughter's 18.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I gotta get permission from Adrian and Matt.
I have to tell the family that's why she missed out. She's too old.
She's too old, yeah.
oh dear me.
These Matt and them's kids, they still like to tell kid stories. They're easier to buy for, Ari.
You're shocking. Oh dear, that's a beauty. Geez, Adrian loves that, doesn't he? God, I tell you what.
He gets a kick out of it. I think his daughter does too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Speaking of Adrian,
Do we have to?
did you put a link out again?
He got on me one day for not inviting him to my live stream. So every live stream I've done, with the exception of this one, I have invited him, and he's never shown up. Well, I take that back. He did show up. He showed up about 2 minutes before I ended. And I had to, oops, sorry, Matt. Every time you pop back in, I immediately go to add you to the screen, but I don't notice that you've already popped onto the screen. I'm not doing that on purpose, Matt.
That's all right, mate.
Really, I'm not. I'm not doing that on purpose.
You know, you're right, mate. You ass. Yes.
See, if I was doing it on purpose, it'd be like this. But I'm not doing. Gotcha. Give me that middle finger salute.
I had an itch. I had an itch on my forehead.
Oh my goodness.
Well. Hey, I'm going to have to nick off, fellas, because everyone's in bed here.
It's 1 minute to Saturday here, and I better go and spend some time with the adults before they all go to bed.
All right.
1 minute to Saturday.
1 minute to Saturday.
1 minute to say, but where Peter is, it's already Saturday o'clock plus 59 minutes.
It is too, yep.
Oh.
Yeah. It's Saturday here too.
Hey, Peter, does your mother know you're out this late?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, I'll let her find out.
It's good news, guys. It's Saturday, and I can tell you that China doesn't nuke you tomorrow.
Thank you for the heads up there.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, I appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks for having us on, Rodney, and good to see you, Peter, Matt, and Chris, and everybody in the chat. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you the next time around.
Thanks for being here. All right, you have a good one, brother.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See you later. See you later, fellas. Take care, eh?
All right, Matt, you have a good one. Thanks for popping in, bro.
No worries, mate. Anytime.
I guess I better call Ari now.
You going to do what, Chris?
I'm going to call Ari now.
Get his daughter's number.
No.
Yeah, just so she doesn't feel bad.
Y'all have a good day, fellas.
You too, Chris. Take care, brother.
Yes, sir. We'll see y'all. Take care in the chat, everybody.
Bye-bye. See y'all.
See you, Matt.
Bye.
Peter?
All right. Well, time, as I said, it's 1 a.m. there, so it's time I was in bed. So we'll catch you next time.
All right, brother.
Bye to everyone in chat.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being in the chat. I do appreciate it. This was just a spontaneous, I just decided to do it this morning. So, you know, what the heck, I was off. Don't have too much to do. Just thought I'd do a short live stream. Anyway, y'all take care. Have a great day. Don't forget, tomorrow, Saturday sunrise, starting with myself, going on to Dennis Lovelady, and possibly 400 AGL or Fly Natural. I'll have to check with them. And then on Sunday, or also on Saturday, Saturday morning coffee with Rodney and Friends, the regular one. And then on Sunday, be Drone Bum, myself, Dennis Lovelady, Fly Natural, and the House of Hope, Mr. Chris, going up for the sunrises. And we'll catch you all later now. Love y'all. Bye.